Hi everybody, come on, it's Christine Furtado, 6 a.m. Cup of Joy with Christine. So welcome and good morning, and grab your favorite beverage. Today I'm actually just having water. I like to get up and have water first thing in the morning, but usually it's a little bit earlier. And by now I'm having a coffee. So come on and grab your favorite beverage and let's enjoy these a few minutes together. I do these every Monday and Thursday, 6 a.m. So mark your calendars and your Facebook. Click my Facebook page, which will be up in the link here in the Facebook Live. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm also saving these on YouTube, then you'll see it in the description below. So join me on my Facebook page, my business page, twice a week, weekly, 6 a.m. Cup of Joy with Christine. So if you're new to me, my name is Christine Furtado. I'm a mindset, money mastery business coach and a professional accountant. And I help leaders to create massive success and profitability in their business. And so on these Cups of Joy, I'm covering everything really, whether it's mindset, any kind of business strategies, and also health, because I believe it all goes together. You can't have, that success without having good health and, that great mindset that goes along with it. And today we're talking about how to achieve anything, and the 3 secret ingredients that I'm revealing that I use for myself all the time, and I also use this for my clients, whether they are the successful business leader or entrepreneurs. And I have moms, and I even have students that I've helped with the exact same thing, and they are so simple and very powerful, yet most people don't use this at all. So I really wanted to talk about that today. So like I said, I just want to say, okay, so basically the secret to these 3 ingredients is you have to use all of them. So if you think of a recipe, you have to use all 3 ingredients in the recipe, in this particular recipe, for it to be successful and extremely powerful. So let's get started. The first one is grit, and I call this this is kind of like the headpiece of the ingredients. Grit is, you're working hard and the ethic, and most of us have this. Most of us have the grit portion of it down pat. Again, it's working hard. It's kind of like the muscle behind everything, and it's kind of like that get her done mentality and that really, really strong mindset. Because in business, as likely, in business, whether it's business, relationship, health, it doesn't matter what we're trying to achieve. Mindset is definitely one of the key ingredients for sure. And many of us that are successful leaders already have this piece down pat, but what happens is part of the recipe, that might be the only ingredient we have in these 3, and that's where our downfall starts. And I used to struggle very, and I still struggle, not so much struggle, but have to catch myself when I'm going down the path of only having the grit, that, I kind of stop myself, and you have to have all 3 ingredients. So that is the key. So grit is kind of like the mind piece, but the working hard, the ethics, and the work hard, the get her done. And the second piece is the second ingredient in the recipe is grace, and I call grace the heart of the recipe. So you got the mind with the grit, the heart is grace, and basically this is letting God or the universe take over, basically leading with your heart, and basically asking for what you want exactly and very specifically, and surrendering to God. Now, I am not a religious, I'm not, there's nothing wrong with religion. I'm not here to preach religion, but there is something magical about surrendering yourself to whatever it is your belief is, whether universe, the God, and letting your heart lead the way. Sometimes we have, when we're in moments of, this is especially true and comes up when you're having a hard time. If you're not quite getting to that end result that you're looking for, grace is likely the piece that's missing. So if you learn to tackle this as kind of like an additional muscle, and really work at this, you will see it all come together. So again, grace is the heart. And these are really, really simple. You're going to be like, really? And it really is true. But the biggest thing that we all go wrong with is we don't have all three of these together, okay? Many times clients come to me and they have the grit, but they don't have the grace and they don't understand. But once they see how it works together, there's this big sense of relief that comes out to them, and it is so, so powerful. So the third ingredient is gratitude. And gratitude is like the love and the glue that holds all these three ingredients together in the recipe, if you will. And what I like to say is be grateful for three things that happened in your day, every single day, and just like even the most simplest things. And when you start to become grateful for those simple things, that's one thing. Again, this is the glue. It's like it all comes together. This is the piece. It's love, and it's actually the greatest fulfillment. And really, it's the greatest fulfillment in life, right? So basically, again, being grateful for what you have and for this particular opportunity, whatever it is that's going on in you in your life or your business. And, if you are having any bouts of fear or anxiety, then turn that to love, and then suddenly, things shift for you. And one thing that Tony Robbins talks about this, and it's something that, I have to stop myself every so often. Sometimes, again, we get so caught up in what the results that we want that we forget about these pieces. And one thing Tony Robbins talks about is fear and love can never live on the same block. So if you actually think about that for a minute, fear and love can never live on the same block. So if you have fear and turn it to love, suddenly that fear goes away. So that's a little bit of a tidbit. So basically, gratitude is also about giving of yourself to others, and whether that's in value, time, money, and in the money piece, the Bible does talk about tithing 10% of your income, and giving to others. And believe it or not, a lot of people don't realize this, but the most wealthiest and successful people are the most outrageously generous people as well, that they donate to their charity of choice, or their community, or give to employees within their company, that kind of stuff. Basically, lead others on a journey of love and just helping others. That is the ultimate greatest fulfillment that we'll ever have in life in general. Basically, give of yourself your time as well, and volunteer to help people. That's also an amazing way. I like to give spontaneously. I like to, if I'm in a grocery store and I see someone in need, I like to do that out of the blue. Or, sometimes I'm buying a coffee and I'll say I'll buy her coffee behind me, or several people behind me. Same with I'm fueling up, that kind of thing. I love to give to that. I just like to see who I'm helping. Sometimes, like, it's not all the time. That's just one way that I do it. So there's all kinds of different ways. Pick what it is that you want. And even if you can't afford it, pick, a percentage that you want now. And the reason they say that too is if we don't give when we're not making anything, we're never going to give later on either. So it's a great thing. So this piece is the glue. Like I said, most of us have the grit, very few of us have the grace, and hardly any of us have the gratitude. And you need all three included in this recipe, and that is the secret to getting anything that you want, literally. And that's, whether it's finance, whether it's business, whether it's health, whether it's relationship, this applies to everything. So that's basically it. That's the three secret ingredients revealed. I use this on myself all the time, and I definitely, sometimes you have to, step back and really look at the situation. If for some reason you're having a hard time meeting that result, if you actually step back and look at the situation, chances are you're missing one of those ingredients. So very, very important. I not only use this myself, I teach all my clients, and like I said, whether I've had students or moms that are, leading busy lives, or leaders and business owners, it does not matter. This is useful for everybody. So I hope you enjoyed that. Very simple, like I said, very simple, 3 secret ingredients in this recipe revealed on how to get anything that you want. If you've enjoyed this, please share it with your friends, and also like and comment below and let me know, where you're from and if you found some value in this. And join me every week, Monday and Thursday, 6 a.m. Cup of Joy with Christine. And I'm here to provide some inspiration, some motivation for you, as well as strategy for the successful leaders in the world. And if you haven't already done that, please like my business page. That way you don't miss these Facebook Lives and don't miss getting a notification. All right, that is it for today. So again, join me Thursday, 6 a.m. and can't wait to see you there, and bye for now.